Sir.
I don't remember. So, if we have 9 players, do we have to bat the 9, or can we bat? The pitcher has to bat.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what position. Yeah,
Okay.
9 has to bat.
Okay.
South Florida Broadcast Network is on the air. Welcome everybody to Sunview Park here in Fort Lauderdale for today's game between South Broward Mets and Los Dodgers. Hello again everybody. I'm Jay Hayback along with my broadcast partner Justin Bresner to bring you today's game. Our start time should be around 11:15, so grab your favorite chair and your favorite beverage and we will be bringing you AUBL Miami baseball action.
Don't forget, try to put it up over the perfect. I'm not talking about
Coaches. Yes, I called you.
Ray, I'm gonna need about probably 10 minutes. You don't have to rush the coaches or anything right now. I mean, you can talk to them, but.
The reason I called you was I had a flat tire.
All right, take your time.
You know that,
Take your time, because I still have a couple things going here. Okay, folks, welcome back. So today's game will be starting in the next about 10 minutes or so. My name is Jay Hayback, league president, along with my broadcast partner, Justin Bresner. Justin, welcome.
Thanks, Jay. Looking forward to a good one here today, weather permitting. We got a nice field here at, what is this, Sunview Park. Yeah, it's a nice setup here. Looking forward to a good battle here, and two Broward teams going head-to-head. So
yeah, it's actually one Broward and one Dade. The Los Dodgers had to make the trip just like we did this morning, all the way up from Kendall. But, you know, sometimes in AUBL Miami, the teams do have to travel so that they can play each other, or else we wouldn't be able to have interleague play like this. So this is interleague play. South Broward Mets have been a tough squad. They have played top teams, very, very tough. They typically bring very good pitching. And it's going to be a tough game for Los Dodgers today. We'll see what kind of pitching Los Dodgers bring today. They've been a little inconsistent in their pitching and in their defense. So we'll see how everything looks today. From what I understand, the pitcher today should be a good one for Los Dodgers. So we're expecting a good game today between both of these teams. Good pitching and good hitting today. the sun is coming out now, so gladly we're in better shape than we were. We did have some rain come through. Is it on your thing? But that rain for the moment has cleared out. We do expect some more storms in the area. We're just not 100% sure. It's always on your phone. You just check. Dodgers. Yeah, a little bit, just a little. So managers for today are Scott Medina for the Mets and Moshe Variaga for Los Dodgers, and we will get things going here as soon as we can, folks. So hang in there with us, and we'll be going momentarily. All right. You need a pencil. Mo, can we get a lineup? Yeah, but we need it, or else we won't know who's on the mound. Mo, can we get a lineup? Andy Rodriguez. What? Andy Rodriguez. Okay. Yeah, but we need it. Or else we won't know who's on the mound. What? Here's Mets lineup.
Who's home?
Los Dodgers. Mo, you got enough, right? What do you have, 8 right now? Okay. Mo, you got enough, right? No, Ray, 11-10. Ray, give me 11-10. What do you have, 8 right now? Hi, Servio. Good. No, Ray, 11-10. Ray, give me 11-10. No problem. Can you use your fuel? Hi, Servio. You got it right. Okay. Hey, is the combination the same as it was? Okay. Well, I'm in Broward. I'm broadcasting. All right. Well, thank you for letting us use it, and I'll figure it out. Thank you, Sergio, and I'll let you know if we use it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, Coleman Tower is called it. Yes, I have bathroom and you don't know how. I don't know. So, folks, as you heard the siren, the lightning alarm has gone off here at Sunview Park. And of course, it went off, Justin, right as we were about ready to start play here, which is really unfortunate.
Yeah, we'll have to wait a little longer here until we get the all clear and get these people back out.
Well,
on
usually
the field.
they say it takes at least 15 minutes from
Oh, yeah.
when the alarm goes off. So now we're going to play the waiting game here. So, folks, again, we apologize for the delay, but this is the Florida Broadcast Network. You are watching AUBL, Miami Baseball. At least we hope.
Hey, see if you can get the other lineup from the umpire since we're in a delay.
Oh, yeah. So the sound was okay? You could hear?
I didn't hear it.
Here, I'll try and listen. Take the microphone away from there. Okay, folks, we are in a lightning delay here at Sunview Park right now. We apologize, folks, for whoever's tuning in right now and expecting to see this. Expecting to see the South Broward Mets versus Los Dodgers at our regularly scheduled 11 a.m. time, but we are in a delay right now. It'll be at least 15 minutes before this game can get going. Please stand by. You didn't bring your brother? You got lucky. Lightning delay. I'm gonna go find my card. It's okay.
Was that?
The lineup.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Thanks, sir. Was that? Oh yeah, absolutely.
I want all parties to be.
Okay, folks, the good news is we are ready for baseball. So the umpires are back and the teams are ready to go. Los Dodgers are taking the field. Okay, folks, the good news is we are ready for baseball. So the umpires are back and the teams are ready to go. Los Dodgers are taking the field. Well, Justin, why should anything go easy, right?
Absolutely.
Hello? I'm broadcasting in Broward.
Okay, so here we go. First pitch, getting ready to start. This is Anthony Morales up at the plate. Morales also the starting pitcher for the South Broward Mets. So starting pitcher for the Los Dodgers is going to be Anthony Morales. I'm sorry, is going to be Andy Rodriguez. And he struck him out. So Morales goes down to start off the first inning. That's going to bring up Andrew Forrest. Andrew Forrest, the shortstop for the South Broward Mets. Rodriguez in for a strike. That one just misses low and outside. That one's right in for a strike. Forrest going to step out of the box and reset. Big swing and a miss. He struck him out. Andy Rodriguez 2 for 2 on the day. That's going to bring up Eddie Gonzalez, the second baseman for the Mets.
Well, Justin, as expected, we have Andy Rodriguez mowing down the Mets. I think we should expect a pitcher's duel here today.
That one's popped up to right field.
Anthony Morales pitching for the Mets.
He did not make the catch, Jay, so Mets with a runner on first now. He's going for second.
That was Eddie Gonzalez. Eddie Gonzalez playing second base today, hit the ball over the head of the right fielder.
So that's going to go down as a double for the Mets, I believe.
And that was Marco Llamosas.
So that's going to bring up, I believe it's Don Lozinski.
Yeah, Dan. It's Dan Lozinski.
It's Dan Lozinski. I knew it was one or the other.
I know Dan.
No problem. So Dan Lozinski playing third base for the Mets today.
Dan has the potential to be one of the top hitters in the league, Justin. And that ball gets away from Moshe Variaga.
Okay, so Gonzalez is going to make his way over to third on that wild pitch.
So Rodriguez on the mound has to bear down here and make sure they don't give up an afterthought run after 2 quick strikeouts.
Dan watches that one miss just low.
Okay.
Good looking pitch, but just
Justin,
missed again.
with first base open here, if I was coaching Los Dodgers, since I know the Mets very well, I would actually walk Lazinski here, even though
Mike Hardison would be up next.
Even though Hardy's on deck, and Hardy is also in his own right an excellent hitter.
He walked him, not intentionally though.
I'll be honest with you again. I might even walk Hardy here, because Lazinski and Hardison are the two best hitters in this Mets lineup. So Mike Hardison now in the catbird seat all of a sudden, with runners at first and third and 2 outs. Shavariaga blocks that one. Very nice block by Mo. Big swing and a miss.
Wow.
So Hardy, typically known as a free swinger.
Hardison watches that one stay up high.
Don't forget, I gotta make sure you got umpires. No. Let me work. Call you back.
Big swing and a miss. So the count 2-2. Hardison down to his last strike. Runners go. That one's left up high. Count full. So Lazinski makes his way over to second base without any throw. Now the Mets with second and third, 2 outs, and a full count to Mike Hardison. Now Hardison strikes out. That's 3 strikeouts here for Andy Rodriguez.
Ray, can you get a hold of Manny? Can you?
I'll try.
He's not answering me, and I have to move one of my games today. I'm in kind of an emergency.
So although the Mets had second and third, they walk away with no runs in the first inning as Andy Rodriguez with 3 strikeouts. He's been pretty dominant. He's given up a double and a walk. But his 3 strikeouts dominating in the first inning. And the Los Dodgers will come up to the plate. First batter I'm being told is Melvin. Cartagena? Cartagena, okay. We will get the last names as we go here. So Melvin Cartagena, the starting second baseman for Los Dodgers. And as I mentioned earlier, starting pitcher for the Mets, for the South Broward Mets, is number 31, Anthony Morales.
Did you talk to him?
I texted him, said to call you.
I've been texting him too, but This is not good, Ray. I'm having a hard time.
What time's the game and where is it?
2 o'clock, Archbishop Coleman Carroll.
Still be here.
See if there's another umpire somewhere if you know of.
You don't have a list of the umpires that are going to the...
Nope.
He should give you a list of the umpires and their phone numbers in case of an emergency.
You would think. But also you would think he would answer his phone.
He wants to be in control.
I don't mind that as long as he answers his phone.
There's the first offering from Morales. That one just misses outside. Second offering misses just inside. Third offering just inside as well. Morales having a little trouble hitting the strike zone here. That one's in for a strike. So the count 3-1 to Melvin Cartagena.
No, and you get Justin. It's not you get. Just
That one's a shot to second. And the play will be made. So Eddie Gonzalez, a nice play to get Melvin Cartagena out. And that's going to bring up Mikai.
Brown.
Mikai Brown batting second for the Dodgers, for Los Dodgers. Mikai, the starting center fielder. There's a shot to short. And he will be thrown out at first. So really nice throw by Andrew Forrest to get Brown out at first. And that'll bring up Tommy.
Rodriguez.
Tommy Rodriguez, the starting shortstop for Los Dodgers. He's a big guy. He looks like if he gets a hold of one, it might be out of here. There's a shot to right center, I guess you would say, and catch is made by Tyler Bennett out there in center field. So Los Dodgers go down in order. And after one inning of play, score is 0-0. Los Dodgers tied up with the South Broward Mets. You are watching AUBL Miami Baseball on the South Florida Broadcast Network.
Good job. Ray, see what you can do for me, please.
Where was the game supposed to be?
Coral Park, 2 p.m. Now Archbishop Coleman Carroll, 2 p.m. How you, Butch? I just got the game moved. I just literally, like, this minute. Like, no, it's okay. I've been working hard since we got off the phone, and I literally just got this second. Just got another trip. I got a home and Carol. No problem. And I'm sorry to do this to you, man. I'll call you this week. I'll make sure Kevin gets out there. And if for some reason he can't, I'll let you know. Hey, money is from Pompano Beach. All the money here on the game.
Can you call one of the teams in Pompano?
I know who's there. I'll call.
All right.
Okay, so here we go. Leading off the top of the second for the South Broward Mets, it's Nate Fife. I hope I'm pronouncing his last name right. F-I-F-E. Another big batter for the Mets. He looks like he could knock that one over the fence. Let's see what he's got. Rodriguez has been dominant so far with 3 strikeouts in the first inning. Fife watches that one come in for a strike. Count 0-1 to Fife. There's a chopper that's going to stay foul down the first base line. Count will go to 1-1.
Hey, I'm sorry to bother you during your game. Not answering the phone, not answering the text. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Rodriguez slings that one too high. Fife lays off of it.
Well, Justin, one of the advantages or disadvantages of running a league while you're broadcasting is sometimes you get called away. So apologize for having to step away for a few minutes there, but we are back, at least I am for the moment, and dealing with some league situations. We had some fields that were not ready, and I needed to change them to other fields, but we have gotten all that situated now. And the alarm you hear, folks, is actually the all clear, so we could ignore those alarms.
If it'll stop anytime soon.
It's 3. So once the third one goes, that'll be it.
But we got 2 different ones on.
Yeah,
they're not coordinated.
They're
almost in sync, but not
very
quite.
close to being coordinated. And that one fouled straight back.
Fife fouls that one back.
Oh, this is the first batter?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Fife. F-I-F.
Fight.
Full count to Fife.
Boy, Rodriguez.
Just
Whoa,
missed.
I got to tell you, Justin, I thought that was going to be strike 3.
Yeah, he just missed on the outside corner with that one, but
I was about to say Rodriguez looking sharp early here, but
still looking pretty sharp though.
Ray Yorka
2 walks, 3 strikeouts.
did not agree with me on that one, and he would know better. His, as good as our view is, Justin, Ray's is much better than ours.
Absolutely. So this is Scott Medina at the plate. That one's left high and outside.
Are they doing an AB? Is that why it's like that?
There's a shot to second base.
Second
Double
for
play
one.
opportunity.
Back to first. He got him. A
got
double
him.
play.
And that's going to bring up Vinny DePinto, the left fielder for the South Broward Mets.
So 2 outs in the inning now. They went from 1 on, no outs, to none on, 2 outs.
First offering in for a strike.
What is that?
Fitzroy Williams. That's how they put it. They split the last 2 guys.
That's fine. That
Okay.
means an A and a B.
Okay. Now,
Big breaking pitch in for a strike, and Moshe Variaga, the catcher, framed that one very well. I'm going to quote Leslie Nielsen from Police Squad and say, nothing to see here, as that lightning alarm goes off again. We have clear skies here, Justin, so we are, for the moment, going to play right through that.
both of them, in fact. DePinto watches that one go down in the dirt.
For those of you not old enough to know the movie Police Squad, Leslie Nielsen plays a police officer that is standing in the middle of all heck breaking loose and is just standing there saying nothing to see here as he looks around and basically the world is coming to an end.
Pops that one back at us. Oh,
And hits the screen.
yeah, and comes back.
Again, the advantage of having a screen like that behind home plate really keeps the balls in play.
Two the count.
I'll do that.
DePinto
Popped
pops
up,
that one
out
back.
of play. Let me see. I'll try to get him between each pitch.
That one comes back at us, but no one on base to advance. So the count now full to DePinto.
4-3-6-3 F8.
DePinto steps out to reset after that wild pitch. Here's the payoff pitch, Jay. Are they going to get out of this?
Pop straight back.
DePinto not giving up without a fight here.
Fastball up
Left
high.
He walked him. So 3 strikeouts and 3 walks now.
But Justin, if he can just limit the amount of hits and the balls in play, really, I don't know that the walks are going to matter all that much. And the pitcher.
So this now is David Schneider. Remember, I do it backwards.
Yeah.
Schneider with a shot to second.
Cartagena up
Play
and
will
over
be
to
made.
first, and that will do it. So
Easy 4-3.
able to pitch around a couple of walks in that inning. And no runs score. You are watching AUBL Miami Baseball on the South Florida Broadcast Network. We go to the bottom of the second inning. No score here at Sunview Park. I just need to know who Lewis and Lance are. Tommy! Hold on. Yeah. Huh?
Lance Elder.
Elder?
Yeah, like Eldersman.
Thank-
E-L-E-L-D-E-R.
Thank you.
No
Okay.
problem.
Hiya, Manny.
So leading off the second inning for Los Dodgers is Danny Rodriguez. And folks, when I tell you this is a big guy, I ain't kidding. Probably the biggest batter we've had so far, at least physically. He looks like if he hits it, they might have to stop traffic out there on the street. And he also happens to be a lefty, so this will be interesting against Anthony Morales. First pitch left outside. 1-0.
So this is Danny Rodriguez, Justin, who is the brother of Tommy Rodriguez.
Yeah,
And,
I see here the Los Dodgers have 3 Rodriguez.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Lewis, but I know Danny. I've known Danny and Tommy for many years. They've been with the league since its inception. Also, their cousin Randy is in the hospital, and Randy, if you're watching, we want to wish you a speedy recovery. But Randy has been a part of this team as well. Danny Rodriguez has been
There's a pop-up.
Has been an excellent player in AUBL
Shortstop.
Miami. But pops that one up for out number 1.
That's going to bring up Keem Brown. Keem Brown, the third baseman for Los Dodgers today.
Keem, a late substitution brought in today. Not usually with Los Dodgers, but
got on his pinstripe pants. He looks ready to hit.
Keem always a good player in AUBL Miami. And hits that one hard in the hole. That's going to be a base hit. So Keem Brown,
first hit of the day for Los Dodgers.
Gets the lid off of the basket, as we say. The basketball reference. So Keem Brown hits the ball hard in the hole and gets a base hit.
That's going to bring up Mo Chavarriaga. Is that correct, Jay?
So Mo Chavarriaga is the manager of Los Dodgers and has been a mainstay. Mo actually played for me, Justin, before I even had AUBL Miami. I've known Mo for many, many years. Him and his brother Andy have been mainstays in AUBL Miami.
Chavarriaga catching for his team today.
And Mo gets a hold of that one to right field, and he makes the catch. It'll go down F9 in your scorebooks. 2 outs in the inning. Chavarriaga, an excellent hitter.
Albert Arroyo with no problem.
So now it'll be Marco Yamosas. I think, Justin, they'll probably send Keem here. And if they don't send him, I think maybe, there's some signs over there from Tommy Rodriguez. So
we'll see what Yamosas has.
I see a lot of signs from Tommy.
Runner's going.
There he goes. Here's the throw to second base, and he's going to be safe at second. Yeah, Keem's got a lot of speed, Justin. I mean, I think whenever Keem gets on today, you can look for him to run. But now, Los Dodgers have the runner in scoring position. A base hit most likely would bring Keem Brown in. Yamosas. We spoke to Yamosas before the game, Justin, me and you.
Fouled that one back.
He had a lot to say about what's been going on. Never short on words as Yamosas. One of the nicer guys. You can't meet a nicer guy. used to pitch for Los Dodgers and now has stopped pitching, has some arm troubles, and now just playing outfield and hitting. And he was not shy about telling us about his hitting, right, Justin?
No, he was not.
He had more to say about his hitting, I think, than we've heard from anybody else in these broadcasts. But
absolutely,
and with good reason. He's worked on it very hard. So we're very glad for Marco. Count 0-2 to Yamosas.
Yeah, he spent a few seconds explaining that he was having some stiffness or whatever from pitching, but then went into great detail about it. He's thrilled to be in the field and hitting for Los Dodgers.
And we're glad he's still in the league. You know, a lot of times when a pitcher gets an injury like that, that's the end. You know, you don't see him anymore. And pitching is one of those things that there's so many things that can go wrong with your arm, with your shoulder, with your back, with your hip,
elbow,
with your leg.
Anything.
You know, there's a million reasons for a pitcher to stop pitching. And unfortunately, in today's baseball, we're seeing a lot of pitchers don't play the other positions. You know, like the old Little League where, you know, your shortstop would pitch and your center fielder would pitch. And, you know, we don't really see that much anymore. More of a specialized position now. Runner goes, pops up, and out of play. Yes, nobody's going.
Runner goes. They're going to give him third. So Keem Brown has stolen 2 bases. And Yamosas still fighting through this at bat. Now one left inside.
Boy, I'll tell you, Justin, Yamosas is scratching and clawing in this at-bat. It's been an impressive at-bat for him. He fouled off a couple of really good pitches and now finds himself in a really good spot with 2 outs and a runner at third. Curveball inside. That is ball 3, so the count full, 3-2. A walk would not be the worst thing in the world here for Yamosas. There are 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. There is no score between South Broward Mets and Los Dodgers, if you're just joining us. Fastball outside, ball 4. Yamosas draws a walk. Very impressive at bat. And we'll make sure to let him know so. You know, Justin, I think it might be a good idea to try to get Marcos into the booth. Maybe he'll have something to say on camera.
Anything's possible.
So now it's Luis Rodriguez. Holds that right elbow very high, twitching it back and forth. Fastball in for a strike.
That's a shot to second.
And that'll do it.
So hitting the fielder's choice. Yamosas out at second. So we head to the top of the third. Still no score here between the South Broward Mets and Los Dodgers. Wind picking up a little bit here now, but that should help get some of these rain clouds out of the way. right, so top of the third, we have Tyler Bennett leading off, the center fielder for the Mets.
We have the makings, Justin, of a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel here. Game not quite moving at an old-time pace, but is moving along. That fastball in for a strike.
Bennett, the center fielder, would love to get something going with the bat. He had a nice defensive play earlier. And when he watches low and inside. Big swing and a miss. Count 2-2 to Bennett.
Hello?
Rodriguez leaves that one low. So full count now to Bennett. That one's fouled off down the right field line.
Okay. You got my number, Natalie, if you want to call me? You do?
Yeah, he walked him. Tyler Bennett takes first.
Thanks, Natalie. Okay, bye.
And that's going to bring up Albert Arroyo, the right fielder.
You want a drink?
I'm just going to have that one. Arroyo not large in stature, but he looks like he might have some serious speed on the base paths. Runners checked at first. Bennett dived back safely.
I have an awkward move there, Justin.
Yeah, it was.
Almost looked like a balk move to me.
That one's low in the dirt, and the runner goes. Bennett's taking off for second.
Yeah,
He's going to get there.
Aga thought better of throwing that down. It's a good thing he didn't, because he would have been safe easily. Okay. So Tyler Bennett makes his way to second base, and Albert Arroyo now in a good position. A hit could mean a run.
Swung through that. Bennett goes again.
That's a big base right there, Justin.
With no outs, absolutely.
That's a big base. You got a 0-0 game in the third inning.
And your number 8 hitter, or I guess technically.
But Justin, unless something gets by Aga, Rodriguez has looked fairly unhittable. I mean, he gives up a walk here and there, but unless they can somehow get the ball to the outfield, that run still isn't going to score. The Mets still are going to have to do something to get that run across.
Bunt.
And he popped it up. They tried a safety squeeze. And a safety squeeze, Justin, different than a suicide squeeze. As the safety squeeze, the runner at third stays put and waits for the ball to be bunted. In a suicide squeeze, the runner at third would be looking like he's stealing home. It's a very exciting play, because when you have a guy stealing home, it's a pretty, you don't see that very often.
No, sure don't. Count 1-2 to Arroyo.
So we did have a safety squeeze. The runner at third, jitterbugging and clapping, not affecting Rodriguez whatsoever on the mound.
Arroyo takes another big swing but misses.
Do I have this correct, Justin? Are there 4 Rodriguez's on the Los Dodgers today?
I'm only seeing 3. I got Tommy, Danny, and Lewis.
Yeah, and the pitcher?
Oh, yep. Andy. Absolutely, there would be 4 then.
4 out of the 10 Los Dodgers players are all Rodriguez.
Hey, it's like the Miami phone book. No difference. Nice. That one's left outside though.
So, Andy Rodriguez is able to record the first out of the inning. And now this should be the leadoff hitter, Anthony Morales. And that one,
left low and down.
is he going? No,
No,
he's not. Shavariaga making it interesting. That ball got away from Mo a little bit, but not far enough.
Andy Rodriguez now dead even, 4-4, strikeouts to walks.
Like I said, Justin, I don't even know that that number is going to matter today. Fastball pounded into the ground. They got to let it go foul or else the run's going to score. And it does go foul. Wow.
Yeah.
Los Dodgers caught a huge break there.
There's a strike to Morales. So 1 on, 1 out, no score here in the top of the third.
Still clapping away over at third base and still not affecting him, but it's
That's
a
gonna
base
get
hit
down.
to right field. A huge hit will score the first run of the game, and the Mets take a 1-0 lead. A huge hit there from Anthony Morales. He took it to right field, right where it was pitched. And that's what you have to do against these lefties as a right-handed batter, Justin, is that ball's tailing away from you, that fastball. You got to take it into right field. You try to pull that ball, and it's a ground ball to short.
Bring up Andrew Forrest. Forrest struck out swinging in the first. That one just misses. Count 1-1.
Well, it's been a tense and tight game so far as the Mets have scored the first run of the game here in the top of the third inning. That one popped up.
To left center.
More than a pop-up, Justin,
gets
as
down.
I had misread that ball just as the Los Dodgers outfielders misread it. The ball looked like, the launch angle of it looked like it was going to be fairly easy play, and it just kept traveling.
Is that going to go down as an error or a hit, you think?
No, that'll be a hit.
Okay.
And let me check the official score. Yes, it is a hit.
So that's a double for Forrest.
So Forrest with a nice hit to left center field as it went in between the two outfielders, and really hard for either of those players to catch that one.
So that'll move Morales over to third as Forrest takes second, and this is Eddie Gonzalez. Gonzalez with a nice double in the first inning.
That
There's a
one
wild
gets
pitch.
away. This
That's
is going to
gonna
be the
score another
second
one.
run. So now, South Broward Mets lead 2-0. The wheels coming off a little bit here for Los Dodgers. There's still 1 out in the inning, and the Mets still with a good opportunity here, Justin. They have a runner at third and less than 2 outs.
And Eddie Gonzalez has their best hit of the day.
And Dan Lazinski is staring Rodriguez straight in the eyes on deck, and as I mentioned in his first at-bat, Lazinski has the potential to be one of the top hitters in the entire league. And that one also hit in the air to left field. This is going to be
That
a
play
tag
will
up,
be made.
and he'll score easily. So that's the third run of the inning. The Mets have opened a can here on Los Dodgers in the third inning. It's now 3-0. Let me see your phone.
So Dan Lazinski comes back up to the plate. He walked in the first, stole a base. That one's left high. So Andy Rodriguez looking to get out of this inning without any more damage done. This has not been a great inning for Los Dodgers.
Popped up in foul territory. Nice play over there, and he does make the catch, so that will do it. So the South Broward Mets get their offense in high gear here. And now the South Broward Mets leading Los Dodgers 3-0. You are watching the South Florida Broadcast Network. This is AUBL Miami Baseball. We're going to go now to the bottom of the third inning. And Justin, I think, we always have this talk around this time about momentum. No reason we can't have it now. In my estimation, Los Dodgers really need to put at least one run up on the board here.
Yeah,
try to get some of that momentum back. The Mets have just taken all the momentum and all the starch out of the game here.
That was a rough inning for them. We'll see if they can get back on track with the bats here and close the gap a little bit.
Well, Shavariaga doing yeoman's work behind the plate, but let's be honest. I think Shavariaga would have preferred to have his catcher show up today. Similar to when I have to pitch and my pitchers don't show up. You're the manager. You got to fill in where you got to fill in.
Absolutely.
And it's not to say Shavariaga isn't a catcher, because he is, but I think right now he would have preferred to have his starting catcher here today.
This just takes us down to the bottom of Los Dodgers lineup. This is Lance Elder, the left fielder.
Good hit, but right at Hardy. Look at Hardy range to his left. Is this 2011 or 2018, Justin? Because Hardy just moved like he was 22 years old right there.
And he snagged that one on the fly. No problems there. Takes us back to the top of the order with Melvin Cartagena.
Cartagena, one of those hitters that you get a lot more out of
short
than what you would expect. Here's the play to first. They got him. Melvin swinging at the first pitch didn't even let me get my words out there, as I was going to give him a compliment and tell the world what a great hitter he is, but unfortunately he grounds out for the second time today.
That brings up Mikai Brown. Dodgers really need to get something going here now with 2 outs, nobody on.
Regular pitcher for the Mets is not here today, Justin. You would think Los Dodgers could put a few hits together here today. And that one hits
he hit
Brown.
him. Okay. So Brown will make his way over to first after being hit by a pitch. And here comes the first of our Rodriguez's, Tommy Rodriguez. He flew out to center field in the first.
Brother Danny on deck. And it looks like an 11th player for Los Dodgers has shown up. So a little bit of help, reinforcements show up, and Brown with a heavy lead at first, and he goes, and Tommy Rodriguez hits it in the left field for a base hit. This is going to get all the way into the left field, into the gap,
He's
and the
coming
runner
around.
goes around third. Here's the plate, he's going to be safe at home. Mackay Brown ran right through the stop sign and did not care. He was going to score no matter what. Boy, oh boy, Mackay Brown scoring all the way from first on what was essentially a single, Justin.
It was. Tommy Rodriguez on a single.
Very impressive.
Once he saw the throw coming home, he's now standing on second.
So it'll go as a single and an extra base on the throw for Tommy Rodriguez. But when's the last time you saw someone score from first on a single?
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's hard enough to score from second.
Yeah, but Mackay Brown was running hard. I mean, he was on his way.
Well, Justin, we said that Los Dodgers need to score at least one run in this inning, and
they got one.
With 2 outs, they were able to get it. Tommy Rodriguez coming through in the clutch, and now his brother Danny at the plate. Very imposing figure, and he fouls that one straight back. Danny Rodriguez stands about 6'2", 260. Looks more like a football player than a baseball player.
There's
And
a
hits
shot.
that
Gonna
one
get
into
in
the hole.
Nope.
Nice play over there, and he gets him.
Wow.
That'll do it. But Los Dodgers do score a run, and it's an important run. We go to the top of the 4th inning. South Broward Mets leading Los Dodgers 3-1.
Yeah, nice defensive stop there by Eddie Gonzalez. Getting in front of that ball, knocking it down, and making sure his team could get out of the inning.
You're watching AUBL Miami Baseball on the South Florida Broadcast Network.
Okay, so it looks like Los Dodgers are going to change out Anthony Rodriguez for Mackay Brown. So Mackay Brown going to start off the 4th on the mound for Los Dodgers. And we now have Keem Brown for Los Dodgers playing catcher. Not exactly sure who's taking his spot at short. I'm sorry, at third, but I'll let you know. That's number 10. So Mo Shavariaga shifts over to third.
Thank you, sir. $31 is that Keen?
Brown, the only guy to score.
It's Mekai or Keen?
Mackay.
So Mekai Brown is going to take the mound, so that'll be it for Rodriguez. Justin, are you surprised that Rodriguez only went 3 innings?
Kind of, yeah, I would say kind of. So Keem Brown now catching for Mekai Brown.
That one hit hard, but foul.
Let it go! Let it go! Somebody on the net.
So we've had a change for the
Pops up
Mets
out of
also.
play.
We've had a change for the Mets as well.
What's horse?
23? No.
Yeah, he's 23.
And then he changed the jersey. Okay.
Yeah, 10's on deck.
Not supposed to be 15, supposed to be on deck.
Maybe he just had the numbers on. He might have the old numbers because they have new jerseys. So it might just be we're used to one set. Popped up. This will be an easy play, and he makes the catch. So Hardy pops out to center field. And this will be Fry. Excuse me. Fife. Nate Fife, now the batter. Fife walked in his first at bat. Big sweeping curveball. Almost an eephus pitch, Justin. Wow. That was something. That pitch came in at about 41 miles an hour. Almost looked like a little leaguer through that one.
Quick 2 outs for Mekai Brown. He'll now face Scott Medina.
You done?
Yeah.
And we have one of the Rodriguez's here in the booth, Andy. Andy, you got a quick second for us just to ask you a couple questions out there?
Yeah.
So we've got Andy Rodriguez. Andy, are you related to Tommy and Danny?
No.
Okay, so you are the 4th Rodriguez here today. Give me 1 second. Yeah, no. Thank you so much. Okay. So, Andy, today you were going against a good lineup for the South Broward Mets, but you were able to hold them down. We saw some walks in there mixed in with some strikeouts. How were you feeling out there?
Feeling good. Control was a little out, so I was trying to pay my corners, really, not trying to do too much.
Your ball had good movement. You had good velocity. Were you expecting to go only 3 innings today? Was that the plan coming in, or is it because maybe you walked a few batters that maybe that took away an inning or two?
Yeah, it was more like, I got in trouble a couple of times with those walks and stuff, so we weren't trying to run that pitch count too high. So we were trying to keep it low, and it got high, so they just pulled me from there.
How'd you feel out there? Was everything good? Arm is good? Everything is good?
Yeah, everything felt great.
Okay. Well, we want to thank you for coming by into the broadcast booth. Good outing today. You had a couple of unlucky breaks out there, but you pitched well.
Thanks.
So, starting pitcher Andy Rodriguez stopping by the broadcast booth, and we appreciate Andy taking time with us.
That's a shot to second. Be played by the first baseman,
Oh
leaving.
boy, look at that,
Wow.
Justin. Can you believe that? Look at Danny Rodriguez. laying out, and a 1-2-3 inning for Brown. That'll go 3-1 in the scorebook. 3-1 the hard way.
Anthony Morales.
So Anthony Morales still in the game for the Mets, and as we heard from Rodriguez from Los Dodgers, he got into a little bit of trouble with those walks, Justin. May have cost him an inning or two today.
Yeah, it might have.
But the Mets don't score in Brown's first inning of work. Mekhi Brown shuts down the Mets and keeps Los Dodgers in the game right now, and that's a big deal. You know, we saw the momentum shift when Brown scored that run. Brown is single-handedly keeping the Los Dodgers in the game right now.
That he is. And Keem Brown coming to the plate. Had a single in the second and stole 2 bases. And has replaced Chavarriaga at catcher for his team. They've switched spots.
Fastball in for a strike. Morales just cruising right along. He looks effortless out there. Not really throwing all that hard, Justin, and I'm surprised that Los Dodgers are having such a hard time hitting him. Curveball left outside. Got his hands underneath that one. That's a pop-up. Comes in and makes the catch. A player for the Mets that's playing without a jersey on. I wonder if that's Dan Lozinski, because I did see Lozinski's jersey hanging when I went to the Mets dugout before. That could be Dan Lozinski in left.
So here comes Mo Chavarriaga. With 1 out, nobody on. In the bottom of the 4th.
Chavarriaga always a tough out. Off the end of the bat, cues it into South Broward Mets dugout. Field in good shape here today, Justin. Sunview Park has done a very good job of getting the field in good shape here. This field was unused for about 2 years. Off-speed pitch, inside. Big smile on Morales' face. Hit on the ground, short. Should be a routine play. Up and over to first, and he got him.
2 quick outs for Los Dodgers. They'll now look to Marco Yamosas. Or will they? Yep. So Marco Yamosas, who walked in the second.
Yeah, that was quite an at-bat, Justin. We have the manager, Mo Shavariaga. Maybe Mo can stay in the booth with us for 30 seconds and answer a couple questions. Mo, I know you're a little out of breath from running the first, but tell us so far how you feel about the game and tell us what you're seeing out there. What is it that's that problem you guys had in the third inning? You know, give us an idea of what's going on for Los Dodgers right now and where the momentum lies.
Yeah, Andy started off the game pretty good, hitting all of his spots. Started missing a little bit here and there, and the Mets took advantage of that, combined with a big error that allowed them to get on the scoreboard. Other than that, we're putting the bat on the ball. We haven't found a lot of holes, but I anticipate that our guys are going to be getting some more hits throughout the game, and we can make it even closer than it is right now.
Good surprise today from Mekhi Brown. Not only good pitching, but running through that stop sign at third base to get you guys your only run today.
Yeah, he says he got the stop sign a little late, so no stopping him at that point. He was coming in hot, so he took the chance, and it worked out so far. So 3-1 game. We'll see how we can turn around for the rest of this game.
How do you feel at this point as a team after the Mets put up those 3 runs and you were able to answer with at least a run? Do you guys at least feel like you're in a game? And how are the spirits of the players right now?
Oh, absolutely. Everybody's in good spirits. Everybody's wanting to hit. They've been pitching well, hitting their spots. But our guys are anxious to get up there and get some hits and some runs.
All right, go back and run your team, Mo. Thanks for coming in. And those are not cannonballs behind us, Justin. That is thunder we are hearing right behind us.
Yes, it is.
Just missed with that one. And Yamosas, unbelievably, Justin, draws another walk.
Big swing and a miss from Luis Rodriguez.
And this one has popped up. And that will do it. No runs. No runs for Los Dodgers in the inning.
Score is still 3-1 as we head to the top of the 5th.
You're watching the South Florida Broadcast Network. This is AUBL Miami Baseball.
Hey, I like that. Right?
So Brown comes in for his second inning of work. Justin, this is one of those fields where there's almost like a force field around it for weather. The rain is happening all around us, but we are in what's called the pit. They call Sunview Park baseball field the pit. And for some reason, there is some force field around this park that keeps the rain out, and we are grateful for it. So here we go. Vinny DePinto walked in his first at bat in the second inning. Now we'll face Mekhi Brown. That pitch just missed. A little bit low. Fouls it off his foot. Right back to the pitcher again.
Easy play. It's going to bring up David Schneider.
Brown has had a pretty easy time of it so far, Justin. Inside, almost hit him.
Big swing and a miss. That one's in for a strike. Struck him out looking. So Schneider goes down with the bat on his shoulder, and that's going to bring up Tyler Bennett. Or no, it is not. We have a lineup change here. I'm going to say this is Danny Perez. This is number 14. That is Danny Perez, in fact. So with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th, Danny Perez will get his first at bat. Watches that one come in for a strike. That one's left inside. Nice pitch for a strike. It's a full count to Danny Perez. First steps out of the batter's box.
So the Brown brothers working in tandem here, as Mekhi pitching and Keem catching.
That one's left high. He's going to walk him. So Danny Perez takes first. 2 outs. And we'll see if this is another change or... It is, in fact, it's number 21, Fitzroy Williams now in.
So they are
To
going
bat.
with the AB approach, Justin. And for those of you not familiar with AUBL Miami rules and adult baseball rules in general, the final slot or even 2 or 3 slots may be split between 2 players, so they call it an AB slot. The first player will
Runner
hit,
goes. He'll get second.
the first player would hit the first time through the order, and then the second hit the second time through the order, and they would rotate back and forth like that. It's a good way, Justin, to get more players in your lineup without having to take any players out. And I am smelling hamburgers right now, and it is
From the other field.
smelling real good. We may have to take a walk over there in a minute.
Strike. Left outside.
A little surprising to the batter there, Justin,
Yeah.
as Williams didn't agree with that pitch. But then again, batters and umpires.
Runner goes.
And that one hit down the line, and nice play again. Danny Rodriguez saves the inning for Los Dodgers. And Justin, that's the second nice play that Danny Rodriguez has made today. It'll go 3 unassisted in your scorebook. And Justin, that could be a game saver for Los Dodgers. Wow. Danny Rodriguez comes up huge.
Game is on now, baby.
So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Still 3-1. South Broward Mets leading Los Dodgers. It's been a very tense and exciting game so far. Slight breeze coming through finally, Justin, as we've had some pretty still air here at Sunview Park today. Uncharacteristically, is typically we get a lot of wind. These broadcasts, we're usually hanging on to our hat here in our broadcast booth, and today, no wind at all.
Yeah, being in the pit, the wind might be a little bit above us. As I see the trees behind us moving, but they're also, I'm going to say 7-8 feet above us on a upgrade.
That's true. I didn't think of that.
Maybe that as much, but correct, we're getting a little breeze now, and you know, it really hasn't been horrible. Last week was unbelievably hot up there in Pompano Beach. You talk about some heat. We were out there cooking, but nonetheless, you know, we're going to fight whatever weather we have to bring you the game. So this is Lance Elder starting off for Los Dodgers. The 5th inning.
He gets a piece of that one. That was a pitcher's pitch. Did he catch it? Yes, he did.
He did catch it.
Wow. What a catch. We're seeing some good defense out here today, Justin.
Yes, we are. That's going to take us all the way back around to the top of the order for Los Dodgers.
And I'm going to say what I tried to say in his last at-bat. I would call him a mighty mite. Melvin Cartagena is definitely one of the pound-for-pound top hitters. He's like an Altuve, somebody that you look at him and you don't think he's going to hit the ball as far as he does, but boy, can he hit the ball far.
Well, hopefully,
look at that swing.
See if he can get one out of the infield here, as he's hit to the 4-3 and the 6-3 so far. So maybe he just needs to raise the ball a little bit.
Well, the buzzword in MLB is launch angle. That's all you hear nowadays, and that one almost hit him. It wasn't that long ago that they used to teach you to hit the top half of the baseball.
But now they're going more for the home run or bust situation.
And there's
That's
one.
Popped up in the air to center field.
There's one. He's going back, and he makes the catch on the run, but right by the fence. So you can see how far Cartagena drove that ball, Justin.
Yeah, he really didn't seem like he hit it that hard.
He gave it a ride.
He sure did. So here comes the pitcher, Mikai Brown. Brown hitting the 6-3 in the first, and then was hit by a pitch and came around to score. Los Dodgers only run in the third. Now he's up with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. I'm sorry, bottom of the 5th.
That one gets away. Big swing at that sinker. That ball dropped right off the table.
That one's chopped second.
Up and over to first, and that will do it. That was a ho-hum inning for the Mets, Justin, and not good news for the Dodgers.
No, it was not, as we are through 5 innings now. Score is still 3-1. South Broward Mets leading the Los Dodgers.
Beautiful sunny day here at Sunview Park. Mets leading Los Dodgers 3-1. as we go to the top of the 6th.
So Anthony Morales leading off for the South Broward Mets, top of the order. In the top of the 6th inning. That one's popped foul. That one's left high. Count now 2-2 to Morales. That one's left low and outside, and we have a full count. Pops that one back. Still full count. That one's popped up to shallow right field. And that will get down for a single. So Morales in with a single to lead off the 6th. That's going to bring up Andrew Forrest. Andrew Forrest had a double and came around to score in the 3rd inning. That one's fouled off by Forrest. That one's in for a strike. That one's high and it gets away, so the runner will advance. Morales make his way over to second on a wild pitch. That one's chopped to third. Play is not made at first. And another run will score for the Mets, as the runner will make his way to second. So Forrest with a nice single there. And he'll make his way to second, so no out, 1 on. The Mets now up 4-1 over Los Dodgers. And this is Eddie Gonzalez. Gonzalez had a double in the first and a sack. No, I'm sorry, flew out to third base in the third.
There's nobody there.
Nobody's covering, and Dodgers are falling apart here, Jay.
I don't
That's what's
understand where
happening.
Danny was there.
Well, that'll advance Forrest over to third.
So, single score, single sack.
So Dan Lazinski steps up to the plate.
Yeah, with no outs, Dan Lazinski up and runners at first and third. This is a pretty aggressive situation here for.
And that was right
South
before.
Broward,
Eddie Gonzalez had a double in the first, a sac fly in the third, and now a single in the sixth.
Curveball in for a strike. Nice pitch there.
Lazinski walked and stole a base in the first and flew out to third base in the third.
Curveball in the dirt.
And a
Runner's
runner will
gonna
take
go.
second. Or will he? Runner will take second. So Gonzalez over to second. And Forrest still hanging on third. And no out, 2 on. And the Mets have already brought 1 across this
I
inning.
think you walk him here, Justin.
I think the Mets are just going to blow this game open.
Curveball popped up. Cartagena makes the catch. 1 out. Well, it is entirely possible, but if Los Dodgers can record another out here, they might be able to get out of this. 1 run is not the end of the world. 4-1 is still at least a game where the Los Dodgers feel like they can come back.
So here's Mike Hardison.
Fastball, low for a ball. Fastball up high. Again, they do have first base open here, Justin, so walking Hardy might not be the end of the world here. Fife is on deck. Fife 0 for 1 with a walk, and that one gets away.
That's
Here
gonna be
comes the
another
5th
run.
run, and his brother doesn't cover home.
No.
Oh, boy, you hate to see that.
Too easy. Too easy for the Mets.
So Keem Brown, the catcher, raced after that ball, got there, but Mackay never covered home plate. You really hate to see that, especially in a tight game like this. And there's that Ephus pitch again. Ball goes out of play, foul. You know, especially as a brother, Justin, you know there's got to be some emotion there. You know when Keem was racing to get back to that ball and he turned around and saw his brother wasn't covering home, that he probably wasn't very happy. And I'm sure he'll hear about it on the ride home.
Well, that could be coming up real quick here if the Mets keep putting up runs. That's 2 in this inning. We got Gonzalez on third.
Big swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Hardison
And just as
strikes
I
out.
said, if they get that second out, we could still be in a game here. So now it's Nate Fife coming in to hit. Curveball left high and outside for a ball. Fouled away.
1-1 to Fife. That one's in for a strike. 1-2 to Fife.
Gets a bat on the ball, but right back to Brown. That's the third comebacker that Brown has had. Gets out of the inning. Justin, only 1 run there. Pretty impressive.
2 runs, Jay.
Excuse me, 2 runs.
But
Still
still fairly impressive, yes. You are correct.
It's an impressive 1, 2, 3 inning after 3 hits.
Right.
It would have been helpful if he had covered home plate, maybe save
Maybe
one
saved
of those
one.
2.
Yep. But we are at 5-1
Left fielder.
for the South Broward Mets over Los Dodgers.
New pitcher. See if you can figure out what it is. You got numbers on everyone? There you go.
Yeah, okay. What numbers those guys? 20-something is this guy. Fitzroy Williams? I'm going to say it's Fitzroy Williams.
Let me see.
21. Yeah, that's Fitzroy Williams. So,
All right, we're going to say Fitzroy Williams coming into pitch right now. Justin, this might be the opportunity those Dodgers were looking for.
could very well be, but if they don't make something happen here, I think they're in big trouble. You know, even if they just can somehow get 1 across, it is in fact Fitzroy Williams is our new pitcher. So yes, this is a very important inning for both the Dodgers and the Mets. If the Mets get through this, I think they may have the game in hand. The Dodgers even put 1 across. They're still easily in this game. And we'll have to see what kind of stuff Williams has
Well, still
here.
plenty of time left, Justin, so they're not in trouble on time just yet.
There's a
Popped
shot
up out of
foul.
play.
So Tommy Rodriguez at the plate. Did have a single in the 3rd.
A little banter going on right here.
Yeah.
I think they were giving Tommy a little grief about calling time. Good-natured ribbing. Cued foul. No play to be made there.
One and 2 the count to Rodriguez.
Oh, that's going to hit
That's
him.
hit him. So Rodriguez will make his way to first for a second time this game. That's going to bring up Danny Rodriguez.
Who has been a star in the field today, Justin. And Rodriguez pops this one up.
And he's
Makes
out.
the catch. Another pop-up for Danny Rodriguez. I got to tell you, Justin, his swing doesn't look like we're accustomed to seeing. And I know Danny hasn't played in a while. And this can happen. You know, baseball is one of those games. If you don't play it for a while, your muscle memory starts to go a little bit.
There goes Keem Brown.
Not an easy game is baseball. Big lead at first for Tommy Rodriguez. Back to first. Again, another big lead. About an 8-foot lead over there. Fastball up high. This may be the chance those Dodgers were looking for, Justin, just getting that starting pitcher Morales out of the game. Sometimes it's as simple as that in AUBL Miami baseball. Foul tipped and Rodriguez had that base stolen.
Yes, he did, but he'll have to go back to first. And unless I'm mistaken, time's not going to be the problem. It's going to be the weather coming here.
Well, we knew there was a storm going to be blowing through. I can feel the wind now.
Yeah, it's definitely coming from the west. To the east, we look golden, though. I mean, to the east, everything's beautiful. But the west does not look so good. So we'll see how long we can hold it off. So far, so good here.
The good news is this game is official. So even if the game gets rained out.
Well, good news for the Mets.
Well, good news for all concerned.
Except Dodgers. The Dodgers, I'm sure, want to go
here's
full
the throw to
9.
second base.
To have any. Oh,
it's
he's going to go third. He's going to third. He is safe. Wow.
We have 2 different calls.
Yeah.
The field umpire called safe at third. Obstruction is called.
So the runner is out.
The batter is out.
Batter is out. Yeah. Tommy Rodriguez.
And we're going to get a call here.
Obstruction as he's coming around.
We can hear Ray Yorka say that the batter stepped over home plate and obstructed the throw.
The call was obstruction.
Thank you, Ray.
So Keem Brown is out.
So Rodriguez goes back to first.
Right. And Keem Brown is out on that obstruction call.
It's 2 outs in the inning. Shavariaga, the manager, now steps in.
Except that.
No. Look at the time. That's now. It's going now. This is from before.
Not buying it.
What do you mean? You can see it.
Not buying it though.
How do you?
Because it's weather bug. I've been standing outside when it's at 0% and getting rained on.
No, this is radar.
But it's still through weather bug, right?
Your logic like blows my mind sometimes.
Okay, but you believe that app is infallible, and we've seen it twice. That's a shot to center.
Hard to base hit, center field. They're gonna throw to first. I don't believe
And he's
it,
out.
Justin.
And that's going to do it.
I don't believe it.
Wow.
Thrown out.
That's the
from
8 to
center
3.
field.
The 8 to 3, Jay.
the first 8-3 that I've ever put in my scorebook.
Wow.
And there was no hesitation.
No, the Dodgers really needed to have something going there. Fitzroy Williams came in.
That's
had no
what's
problem.
impressive is he knew when the ball came to him that he was going to throw it to first.
Yes, he did.
Wow, Moshe Variaga robbed of a hit.
So the score is still 5-1. I think the Dodgers are almost out of options here, almost out of opportunities. They needed to take advantage there and weren't able to, but they did get something going on the bases.
Well, it
that
doesn't look
obstruction
like
call was tough.
it doesn't look like the weather is going to be their enemy right now. It looks like the only enemy they have is themselves.
And I think it's going to be too much to overcome, but you never know. We've seen crazier things. If they can lock down this inning here and get in without any more damage being done, we're going to have another change of pitcher, it looks like, Jay. Looks like Brown is not coming back out. That's going to be... Okay, I don't have information. Oh, yes, I do. That's Lance Elder, it looks like, Jay. Looks like Lance Elder, yep, is going to take the mound, number 11.
So it'll be the third pitcher of the day for Los Dodgers. Los Dodgers trailing by 4 runs right now. We go.
I'm in for Dave.
How come you're not pitching? Andrew, why aren't you pitching?
I'm closing.
So Pearson's coming in for Schneider, is that the case?
Yes.
Okay.
So Andrew Pearson, who we expected Andrew to start today. I was surprised when Pearson wasn't the starting pitcher. They went with Morales as the starter today.
Well, Elder will get a few warm-up pitches here.
So it's going to be the manager, Scott Medina, coming to hit. That's Lenny Conforti in your screen right now. Getting the baseballs back to Ray Yorka, the umpire. Medina, so far, is 0 for 2 on the day. Hit into a double play in the second. Grounded to first in the fourth. Elder starts him off with a fastball for a strike.
That thing eats some power.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's down to 2. Usually we're done with the entire game when we're down to 2.
Yeah, well, we knew that though.
Yeah. No, it's not surprising. It's just a statement of fact. Oh, big swing and a miss for Medina. You got flashing up there, by the way, on that battery. That's a chopper to first. He's
Gonna stay fair? It
Yeah,
does.
he's going to be out. That's a chopper to first. So 1 out. It's going to bring up Vinny DePinto. is it? Yes. I mean, DePinto walked in the second. See if he can get back on base for the Mets. That one's in easy for a strike. Elder looking pretty good right off the bat here, as far as being able to put it in the strike zone at least. Nice. That one's going to go to short. Long throw. He did not get him. He pulled him off the base.
Tommy Rodriguez made a nice throw in the hole, but it did bring Danny Rodriguez off the bag just enough, as the brothers could not connect on that play.
And this is our change, so David Schneider out for the moment, and this is Andrew Pearson. Pearson, a lefty, in his first at bat today. And how will we score DePinto getting first there, Jay?
It's an error on the shortstop. That one gets away. That's an E6.
All right, this ball gets away, so DePinto now on second, as he will take advantage of that pass ball.
I don't know that I've seen Pearson hit before. Usually he's what they call a PO, pitcher only. But he looks pretty solid up there with his stance.
First strike. Yeah, I'm impressed with Lance Elder so far.
Another one.
Maybe
right
Los Dodgers should have gone to him earlier.
In for strike 3. He struck him out.
2 outs, man on second. And Elder looking good so far here. They might have waited an inning too long to put him in.
Velocity seems to be rising too, Justin. It seemed like when he was taking his warm-up pitches that he wasn't throwing as hard as he is now.
Well, this is Tyler Bennett. Bennett's walked twice and come around to score once.
Pounded into the ground.
Third baseman coming to make the play.
Tommy
Shortstop gets
Rodriguez
it. Not going to be there in
over.
time. Here comes another
play
run.
At home, and he's going to be
That's
safe
another
at
one.
home.
And he'll advance to second, and things get worse and worse for Los Dodgers.
That'll go as an infield hit, so it does not start off as an error. There were errors after the play, but it will go down as a single. So
DePinto now in.
Tyler Bennett will be credited with a hit. Does score DePinto, and now it is 6-1. The Mets, like a boa constrictor, getting on and just squeezing the life slowly out of Los Dodgers today.
Okay, and now since Williams is on the mound, we've gone back to Albert Arroyo batting. As Williams did bat in the 5th, but will now take a seat in favor again.
Well, it actually has nothing to do with him taking the mound. He was going to be hitting every other at-bat anyways. So he hit the first time around and now hitting the third time around.
Okay, that leaves me confused, though, because we just had Tyler Bennett, who now has hit twice in a row, instead of Danny Perez.
Danny Perez was the B batter. Tyler Bennett, Danny Perez, Tyler Bennett.
Got it. Too many switches for me to keep up with sometimes.
Well, it's an A-B.
Yeah.
Here's the throw to second base, and he's going to be out at second. That will do it. Nice little pickoff there from Elder, but another run gets across, and the Mets now lead 6-1. We go to the bottom half of the 7th inning here at Sunview Park. Mets leading 6-1. Danny Rodriguez holding his left shoulder. Not good.
Well, I don't think it's going to matter if they don't put up a run in this inning here. I don't 0. I think they got to try to somehow get at least one more across, as they have now been stagnant for the last 3 innings and only have one total.
And that one really ran through a stop sign.
Correct. It wasn't even an intentional, except for the runner.
It would be 0.
Yeah, Mikai Brown was intending on scoring. However, the Los Dodgers was not looking to have him go around. Okay. Yep. So once again, weather bug, spot on, baby, spot on. This is all coming back this way, unfortunately. It's all coming this way. All right, so Marco Llamosas stepping back up to the plate here in the bottom of the 7th, trailing by...
Moses has had excellent at bats.
Yes, he has.
After talking about his hitting for 10 minutes before the game today.
Doesn't have a hit yet, but walks as good as a hit. It takes a hitter's eye to actually lay off some of these pitches.
You know what it is, Justin? It's not just that. It's he fouled off the pitcher's pitches. That's what made his at bats good. And look at what we have here.
That's getting down.
Are you kidding me?
That's a double.
Llamosas rips a double, and we believe you now, Marcos. You have earned our respect.
And the first hit of any kind against Fitzroy Williams. So a good way to start off for Los Dodgers here in the bottom of the 7th. As they now have a man on second, no outs. And this is Luis Rodriguez. And Rodriguez hits it for third. That he will be out.
Mike Hardison makes the play. Looks the runner back. Well done there.
So here comes the second pitcher that was used, Lance Elder. I'm sorry, the current pitcher being used, Lance Elder, who's and the runner's going to advance on that wild pitch over to third. So Marco Llamosas on his way to third,
making noise out there, Justin,
after a nice double. And Elder so far hasn't done anything at the plate, but I think he's actually been getting it done with his arm. I'm quite surprised with how well he's been pitching. And as I said, I think they might have waited an inning too long to bring him in. But only time will tell as we finish out this game. Watches that one outside.